You know when a movie just sneaks up on you? You know that feeling when you're like expecting good, but then the credits roll and you're just sitting there and you're like, that was incredible. That was actually fire. That is The Home. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this might honestly end up being one of the most underrated horror films of the year. Seriously. You know, The Home is Pete Davidson's latest film. It's from Lionsgate. And it caught me completely off guard in the best way possible. And I'm going to keep this as spoiler free as I can because I want y'all to go see this movie for yourselves. I want you to go in blind as you can. You know, that's basically how I saw it. I saw the trailer once, and it really helped make the experience going in with no outside noise or anything. And I say that for every movie coming out. So essentially, here's your basic plot without giving too much away, okay? Pete Davidson, he plays a character named Max. Max is a dude who ends up working and living at this like old folks home as a janitor. It's a situation that his parents basically forced him into, and at first it just feels like your typical kind of slow burn, but don't get too comfortable, because I would say about right at the end of the first act is when everything just starts tuning up. And then from that point on, the film just goes, you know. It's horror that has great tension, but it's also a mix of mystery. There's a very specific type of dread that creeps in. And the best part is you genuinely don't know where this story is heading. You don't know. If you can predict it, I applaud you, because every time you think that you've figured it out, it just throws you another curveball. There's incredible twists in this film. If I had to compare the tone to anything to help you kind of get that vibe, I'd say it gives off a similar vibe to The Visit. And I'm not saying in terms of plot, but it's kind of just that feeling of not knowing who exactly to trust or really understanding what the hell is going on. But honestly, this thing is in a lane of its own. It's a blend of horror and mystery with a psychological thriller edge that honestly at the end I did not see coming, and it works. It really works. Pete Davidson as Max. His character is real. Like, it's definitely a step up in my opinion from Bodies. I wasn't a big fan of that film. But yes, Max, there's definitely moments where he's making some questionable choices in the horror film where, you know, just as any horror character does, it moves the plot along. But also a lot of his decisions, you're really like, yeah, I could see myself panicking and probably doing that too. His reactions are real. He's grounded. He's human. And the rest of the cast really does step up too. You know, the performances are what elevate the movie beyond just a cool horror concept. And without them, this could have easily fallen flat. But instead, it thrives. Now, if I have to nitpick, I will say the beginning does drag just a little bit. It's slow up until the end of the first act. And honestly, if you're not fully dialed in, you might kind of start to drift. But once like you get near the end of the first act, it is game on, you know, and from there it's just twist after twist, and it really keeps you hooked straight through the end. Not even through to the end, like past the end, I'm still hooked. like I'm saying, with that ending, without saying a word, it is satisfying. No, it wraps up in a way that feels just really damn good. It's a great film. Yeah, I got a shorter review this time because I'm really trying to just keep this spoiler free. Like I said, the movie is out now. The Home. Please, absolutely go check it out. It is worth checking out. Don't let anyone spoil it for you. Please, just go in open-minded, enjoy the ride, because if this is the kind of stuff that Pete Davidson's going to step into now, especially after Bodies, I'm here for it. Maybe I will revisit this film and do a little spoiler breakdown later on if you want me to, so please let me know in the comments below. And with all that being said, if you made it this far and you still have not subscribed, why not? You're already here. Thank you so much for being here, and if you did enjoy the video, please leave it a like because it really does help out the channel so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.